Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Blue. I do Christian content and I also do what's called the Word of the Day. I also have videos and shorts of me and my family having fun together, and I also have inspirational shorts. So if you like what you see and hear, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For those of you returning, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We're halfway there, we're almost there. For me, this is pretty much my Thursday because tomorrow is my Friday because, as you guys know, we are moving and we got the official approval. We got the house. Praise God. The house is ours. So we got approved yesterday. So the house is ours. So we're getting all the paperwork done and hopefully we can move in by this weekend. So we have the movers coming Friday. We're going to get everything. It's going to be a busy weekend. But luckily, it's going to be a long weekend for both me and my husband because we're both having Friday off and then Monday off for the holiday for President's Day. So we'll get a 4-day weekend to try to get everything moved from here to Montgomery. So pray that we don't lose our sanity on the way. I'm sure everything will be fine. Hopefully this rain will let up because it's been raining like crazy here in Atlanta. I don't know where you guys are, but we've been getting so much rain. And I prefer not to move in the rain if we could help it. But I know everything's going to work out just the way God intended it. So yay. Welcome back again, everyone. Today we're going to be reading from the book of Matthew again. If you don't remember, we read from the book of Matthew yesterday. Today we're going to be reading from chapter 10, and it's going to get a little bit intense because I have read these passages several times. It's verses 37 through 39. And when you read it for the first time, if you're a brand new Christian, it hits really hard. You're probably like, oh my goodness. But if you read it again and really think about it and just take each verse piece by piece, like what they say, what's the easiest way to eat an elephant? Just piece by piece. You don't take it all in at once. You just take a piece by piece and break it down and find out what it's really talking about. So in Matthew chapter 10, verses 37 to 39, at this point, Jesus, he's sending out the 12 disciples and telling them what they need to do and how they should do it. For these particular verses, 37 to 39, he is telling them how to be intentional and what they're going to have to do to truly follow him. So I'm going to go ahead and read. Again, it's Matthew chapter 10, verses 37 through 39, and it reads, "Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever does not take up their cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds their life will lose it, and whoever loses their life for my sake will find it." That's a lot. I know, especially for a new Christian, they're thinking, but I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my kids, I love my spouse. You do, myself included, but we can't love them more than we love him. And I've told my husband this several times, and he gets it. I said, babe, I love you. I said, but I love God more. And he's like, I get it. I love my kids, but I love God more because I know my kids are a gift that he has given me. My kids are on loan to me. They're not mine. I gave birth to them, but they're not mine. I only have them for a while, and God has entrusted these two little beings to me for however long I'm supposed to have them. I know one day I'm going to have to give them back. So while they're under my care, I shall love them, but I love him more. And I will teach them, yeah, you'll love, honor, and obey your parents, but you love God more. You have to be willing to put down everything, the things of the world, all the craziness, all the foolishness, let the worldly things go and pick up your cross. Put down the junk, pick up your cross, and follow him. And that's what he was telling the disciples. And I love this line, whoever finds their life will lose it. If you are trying to find your life and in this world and trying to seek what you think you're supposed to be doing within your own strength, you're going to lose it. But whoever loses their life for my sake will find it. Meaning, if you lose your life, meaning if you sacrifice and let go of everything, let go of all these worldly things, you will gain life within him. Now, I know it sounds kind of crazy. It's like, well, whoever finds their life loses it. Whoever loses it will find it. That doesn't make any sense. If you are so in tune with the things of the world and get caught up in this worldly stuff, you're going to lose yourself. You're absolutely going to lose yourself. But if you let all that go and release it and give it to God, you will find yourself. I hope that makes sense. Because for me, when I first read it, I was like, oh, this is deep. This is deep. But you have to read these verses 37 through 39, and just really meditate on it and actually read all of chapter 10 to really get the whole meaning of these verses in particular. He's saying you need to give up all that foolishness. If you truly want to follow me, you have to be willing to give up everything. And a lot of people can't do that. There is another passage in here where there's a rich guy and he says, "Hey, Jesus, what do I have to do to follow you?" And he's like, "Sell everything you have." And then the guy was like, "Oh." But because he loved his riches in life so much, he couldn't give that up. So he turned away and walked away. So he would rather follow his riches and his gold instead of follow Jesus. We can't be like that. If we want to do this walk correctly, we are just really going to have to let go of all that material and worldly stuff. We have to. Would I say decrease myself and increase you? When I say this in my daily prayers, when I'm praying to God, I said, decrease my flesh, decrease my flesh. I'm asking God to help my flesh die so that the spirit that He's put within me can increase and I can become more like Him. So when people see me and talk to me, they can see Him through me. And I ask Him to help me die every day. I said, help me die. Take over. When I'm on the phone talking to clients, I don't want them to hear Crystal Renee Blue. I want them to hear you. Because if they were to hear me, I probably wouldn't say the nicest things because I know who I am and I know what I do. I know how I speak. But since God has come into my life and changed me, I don't talk the way I used to talk. I don't do the things I used to do. I don't say the things I used to say. And that's me decreasing in my flesh and Him increasing and taking over. So when people speak to me and talk to me, they were like, there's something different about you. And even people who knew me from before, they realize you're not the same person you were. And it's true, I'm not. So to truly follow Him, you have got to pick up your cross and lay down all that foolishness of the world. You've got to love Him more than anything else. And unfortunately, that guy in that one parable, he loved his riches and his car and wealth and gold or whatever it was that he had. Obviously, they didn't have cars back in those times. But an example is he loved that wealth and everything more than he loved God. We have to put God above, put Him first in everything we do. Seek Him first, and everything else will be added unto us. If we're out here searching, trying to climb that corporate ladder, trying to get the house, the car, the boat, the condo out and where, if we're trying to do all those things, we're just spinning our wheels. But if we focus on Him and give our life to Him, He'll give us everything that we need. He will provide for us. If we focus on Him, He's like, I got you. You don't have to sit out here and work like a slave to climb the corporate ladder. I will take care of you. I've got you, but you've got to put me first and trust me and love me. That's what you got to do. And for a lot of people, that's hard. And I get it. The Christian walk is not easy, but this gives us comfort and encouragement and lets us know that we can get through it. So I want to read this to you today to say, this is what you're going to have to do. It's going to be hard, but with Christ, obviously, you guys can do all things, myself included. He gives the strength to do these things that we can't do of our own strength. So when you get the time, please read Matthew chapter 10. Just read the whole chapter, but focus on verses 37 through 39. They will greatly bless you because it has blessed me. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.